I understood one simple thing from the several business books and the stories about the successful people. One common thing: they never, ever, ever accept plan B. They don't have a plan B. They have only plan A, and they never quit, whatever it happened. So I said to myself, I know the success rate only 1% of 100. I will be that 1%.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another episode of Be Your Own Boss. Joining us all the way from Lisbon, Portugal, our guest this week is Anatoliy Labinskiy, the founder of GSM Growth. GSM Growth is an ads management agency that helps e commerce businesses achieve new levels of revenue growth. Now, Anatoly shares his inspiring story of how he started with almost nothing in his pocket and how he grew into a successful businessman that he is today, founding GSM, and how he is helping other e commerce businesses achieve higher revenues. Let's hear from Anatoly. Anatoly, thank you so much for taking our time and joining us here on the Be Your Own Boss podcast. Welcome to the show.
Yes, thank you for having me here, and really appreciate it because I loved my goal in 2023 to share as much as possible with the audience out there to help at least one single person to change his direction in life, because this is exactly my goal for 2023, and whole year I'm just trying to inspire people and sharing what's actually possible. So thank you for having me here, and I'm looking forward at least someone will be taking notes and make the difference after that.
Brilliant. Brilliant. I think we are on the same we are aiming for the same goal because I also my goal with Be Your Own Boss podcast is to inspire people to get started and become entrepreneurs, and people who are already started to help them grow their business. So I think we're on the same page. So Anatoly, like we always do on the Be Your Own Boss podcast, let's start with your story right from the beginning. Tell us about your parents, your siblings, your childhood memories.
Oh yeah, sure. Like I will try to be as short as possible because my story usually takes up to 2 hours. If to speak only about the part from the beginning to the entrepreneurship, but if to speak as well about the war in Ukraine, it's another 2 hours how we were handling that hard, tough period of time. But let me really speak about where I'm from. So originally I'm from Ukraine. I'm Ukrainian. I never been abroad, never been in different cities, different regions at all, because I was growing up on the simple family, not super poor, but we always had financial problems. My father, entrepreneur, unfortunately unsuccessful entrepreneur, and wasn't able to handle different pitfalls in the business. And my mom, after the getting divorced with father, we become really financially unstable, and my mom started working as a salesperson in the grocery shop, and trying to do whatever it takes to give best education for my sister, for myself. She took a lot of loans. She put our house under the loan and to take the mortgage, and a lot of different things. We were living from age of 8 till end of school, 16, 17-year old. It was really tough time, but my father wasn't able to help us because he had problems in his own business. He got diabetes because of the all the stress which he was getting in his transportation business. And from 13-year-old, I understood that okay, I'm big enough to do something on my own, because I cannot handle. I cannot go with friends anywhere. I don't have I never have enough cash in my pocket. I start growing up. I see my mom need help because she's trying to give education for my older sister, and my education is about to come. And I start working on different labor works. For 13-year-old guy, a boy, were just doing some kind of heavy lifting labor work, on the construction site, taking care of the blocks, taking care of the some heavy stuff, helping to the construction people, bring something and go away. And like I was doing several like sales jobs as a kid, like a lot of different things, everything labor. So everything like a hard, like handwork stuff. And when I started growing up, like I finished my school, I went to the university, I graduated with master's degree in finance, but all of that were like together with the late night work in the supermarket as an inventory guy, as a like just labor who was bringing like huge like pallets with the bottles, with the beers, with everything outside to the supermarket, coming back to the storage, and was like doing a lot of different things at nights to be able to pay for my education, because my mom already, as I said, took the loan and all that stuff. And just like surviving mode for me, it was just, it is how life it is, and that's all. I didn't know what this hustle mean. I didn't know that I was actually hustling. I didn't know that I was doing whatever it takes to survive. I was thinking that just life, it is as it is, and you have to do something to like be able to pay for the bills. And I start already making like, went to the bank, start making some good income for 18-year-old boy. By 19, I become the best salesperson in the bank sector in overdraft loans, which is like when I start calling, the goal was calling to people again and again, more than 100 calls a day, and offering them overdraft loan. It's like a short period loan for business owners. And this is allows me first time hear no in my life. I mean, sales process about like hearing no. And the thing is that if you want to be a good business owner, you have to learn the sales. And that moment again, I was working as a like salesperson, but I didn't completely understand what exactly I'm doing. But what was cool, that when I was hearing no, girls next to me were crying, were resigned, like were not able to handle the stress, and they were older than me, and I'm 18-year-old, and I know that I will get commission and blah blah blah. I was just calling non-stop. I was calling again and again and having fun. When I heard no, I was trying to analyze why I'm heard no and so on. So I became really kind of inspired by the sales process and start a bit going deeper on that, and became like the top 3 person in the region, Zaporozhye region. This is where I'm from, as a like overdraft sales manager. After that, like I moved to the private sector in the sales and start making quite okay money, but like because I used to still studying, plus helping my mom pay for the loan, for the car, for mortgage, for car loan, for credit cards, for education, for my sister, for her, for myself. My sister was helping us. We were in the deep financial problem, like for Americans, no need to even to describe what it means. Like you have even bigger problems than us with the education, the loans, and so on. So, but just to give you example, in Ukraine, this average salary, it's like $400, even $200, to be honest. It's a month, okay?
Oh my
And I start
God.
making like maybe $800 a month, and my like loan responsibilities were quite the same. So I was just like circling, from month to month. Plus, obviously, I'm a young guy. I have a girlfriend. I have a guys, friends, my friends, who I was spending some money, and again becoming like deeper and deeper in the problems. So one day I just promised to myself, I broke up with the 8-year relationships and said to myself, listen, you have to change something in your life. And now I don't have relationships, so I am free, and I have to do something. Like I cannot continue that way, because like it's not gonna be ended well. And I promised to myself on my birthday. I remember it was 2013 May. I just, on the birthday party, I said to myself, like, nobody, by the way, know that. I never shared that before to anyone, seriously. But I said to myself, I'm gonna be make it. I will travel around the world. I will find out how, and I will help my mom to overtake all these financial problems. And I got the opportunity to pass the interview as a pass boy, as a food runner, to the Cipriani restaurant in Abu Dhabi, in UAE, and went there as a food runner. My first job. I didn't know English. I didn't know hospitality. I didn't know anything. I just like got opportunities that someone will buy ticket for me, arrange accommodation for me, transportation, and I need just to do the work, whatever work it is. Again, I was doing a lot of labor work before. I wasn't care
Yeah.
really, whatever. Just if they will pay me and I'll able to send money to my mom, awesome. And I moved there, and it was amazing experience. I was the happiest guy ever. I never been abroad, and now I'm in Abu
Yeah.
Dhabi. Like you're in Dubai, I believe, yeah.
Yeah. I'm in Dubai. Yes. Yes.
So like I was like so impressed. I never been abroad, and here is UAE. I was like,
Yeah.
wow, like I'm going, my mouth always open. I'm going like shocked because never seen anything. I haven't been in almost never in the capital of my country. So I lived in the small
Mm.
factory city. And like I was so shocked, and I was feeling myself the most luckiest guy. And I'm working again so hard in the restaurant that in the first 3 weeks of pre-opening time in Formula, we were, by the way, Cipriani restaurant in Abu Dhabi, maybe you know, it's on the Formula One circle.
Okay.
So yeah, and we were exactly before Formula One period in October, November. We were making the grand opening of that restaurant, and I didn't know English, so I was learning while I was communicating with people. And in 3 weeks, I show myself so well. I didn't have off days. I was always overworking hours and so on, just pushing myself to show who I am. And when open restaurant is opened, in 1 week, they give me promotion to the assistant waiter. And for me, it was like, wow, I got the position as a
Yeah.
CEO. You know, I was the happiest guy ever, and bigger tips and all that stuff. Yeah, I could call my mom. I'm so happy. So basically, everything like start getting better, but my goal was when I come to UAE, I will start searching for the job in my direction, which is financial field, since I have master degree in finance, and
Mm.
I understand that I can in Dubai, in Abu Dhabi, I can get paid well for that. My dream was a gas company or whatever, but with my past experience in banking sector, in the private sector in Ukraine, nobody was care actually, because everyone were care only about the experience in UAE. First thing. Secondly, my English was super horrible that moment, that I wasn't able to like sell myself. So I try myself in the hospitality in this Cipriani for 1.5 years until like I improve my English for a bit. Plus I moved my fiance, which has become my wife, from Ukraine, because I met the girl, become in love when I would just make a decision that I'm gonna be going out of country. And
Mm.
she was so good, she was so great that she said that she will wait for me, and when I left country, she just pay for the flight tickets for herself, for the hotel and everything by her own, just to meet me. So because I didn't have money to bring her to me to like for a few weeks, she paid
Yeah.
everything from her own money. And for me it was like, whoa, this girl I have to marry, because like nobody would wait for me,
Yeah.
especially my ex. Nobody would be spend their own money, hard earned money, to come and visit me. Like I'm the guy, broke guy, have nothing, and she came to me. So I understood that
Wow.
she's my future wife. And we got married. I brought her to UAE. We moved to Dubai, and now I don't have accommodation, I don't have transportation, I changed the job, and I start feeling the reality of UAE, when you have to pay for everything, not someone provided to you.
Mm.
And we got screwed. I mean, I had to send to my mom like everything what I promised. I was planning to save something. I didn't have chance to save anything, unfortunately, because I was changing the jobs again and again, to canceling the contracts. If you're in UAE, most probably you know that cancellation
Yeah.
of the contract is quite expensive, and every single time whatever I save, I was spending on the fees for cancellation of contract, because I was moving just for the better position somewhere in the
Mm.
hospitality, and after that moved to super low paid super low paid job in the construction section as a salesperson. I got the driving license. They get me a car. I like, oh my goodness, Mitsubishi Lancer. Like I couldn't even dream about this car in Ukraine, you know. So
Yeah.
I was like, again, the happiest guy, but with lower income. And now
Mm.
we are screwed. If my wife will stop working, we won't be able
Yeah.
to pay for the bills. I won't be able to help my mom. And in the same time, we were able, maximum what we were able to pay for, it's a small tiny master bedroom, not even full studio, not even one bedroom, just full master bedroom, one room, with another
Yeah.
Filipino couple in the flat. And this is how we were living. And we were living that
Mm.
for like 3.5 years, even more together. And one day, 2017, like I'm moving forward, trying to do something, always broke. Whatever I would do, something is happening that will take money from me. Like I done mistake on the road, fine, 700 dirhams. So like for me, 700 dirhams, it was insane money at that moment. It's $200, who doesn't know? So like I really was always done something which was screwed me up. I sent over 10,000 CVs for different jobs, and I've been on approximately 100 different interviews in the matter of 3.5 years, and always got denied for some like reasonable reasons, but most of the time for some, like I've been already on the final on cabin crew to Emirates, to cabin crew to Qatar Airlines, to Fly Dubai. I've been in the first group great developer company in Dubai. I have been in several companies with references from my clients from restaurant. Like I supposed to pass. It's like it's the job which is like, here, take it. And I've always done some kind of fucked up thing. Sorry for this word, but like always done something which is like they like deny me, they reject me, even how good I was, how bad I was, doesn't matter. And I was like that moment trying to find out the inspiration and find out the Jack Ma story about his fails on getting the job in McDonald's. Even he got denied and they never allowed him to start working there. In police, from 25 guys, from 24 open spaces, he was the 25th who they didn't take it. So I like, whoa, like I found out something, related to me. And like this guy is the richest guy in China. And everything what happened to him in past was bring him to something else in the future. And I was like saying to myself, you have to push, you have to move forward, you'll find out. And I didn't think about entrepreneurship again because my father was super unsuccessful. He now lost the leg because of the sugar diabetic sickness. He like has heart attack 2 times. He has a lot of health problems. When I was looking on that example whole my life, I was believing that this is the biggest curse in the world to be an entrepreneur. So I was looking security, like manager, to be a manager of sales team, of development team, whatever. Just be a manager and growing like to the general manager, whatever. And in one day, February 2017, it was 24th of February, my wife came in the room and started crying. And start crying not because of the happiness, because she got scared a lot. And she said to me, babe, I'm pregnant. And she sit down and start just like crying because she understand what's gonna be happening. Like she will lose the job, will lose insurance for her. Delivery of the baby, it was around 27,000 dirhams, which I never have seen those money in my life that moment. Never hold those kind of cash. It's like $7,000, but it was difficult even to imagine how we would be able without insurance to deliver the baby in UAE. And plus we're living in the small master bedroom, which is like, it's not the way as well. We'll get kicked out by another family from the apartments if even the baby would be delivered. And my job is not producing anything. I already have some part-times in nightclubs as a waiter, in the private villas as a server, like a supervisor, waiter, different part-times time to time, but to survive. But like it was just enough to finally start, like building some ladder to better life, to finally start saving something. And here we are pregnant, so here things are changing again. And if she will lose the job, we won't be able to pay for the bills, for the room, for the car and everything.
But why would she lose the job if she got pregnant?
You're living in UAE and you're asking me this question because UAE working this way. Like they will push you out when they have chance to remove the not responsibilities, but she like first of all, she used to work that time in the first group, the development company, and if you get pregnant, the company doesn't need you. I mean, she wasn't on that position where like someone would be taking care of you. They would allow you like 90 days maternity leave or whatever, but even that, like we understood that it won't work out because after she became pregnant, it's become hard to work for her. She was always on the legs for 9 to 12 hours all the time, promotion girl. And so I made a decision, tough decision, to move her to Ukraine on the 5th month of pregnancy. So she went back to Ukraine completely broke, to her parents, back to the village, and she was feeling embarrassing. I couldn't look on the eyes of her parents because like it's like the adult who is working for 4 years almost in UAE, like not able to like even taking care of their daughter, you know. And they were fine, but I was feeling myself as a like
Yeah.
not
The
the
parents.
best man. Yeah. So, and I moved from this room to like 2-bedroom apartments with 7 other guys just renting the bed space in, by the way, Al Barsha, next to Mall of the
Yeah.
Emirates.
But
And like I start like looking around, how can I make money? Like I already by that time got the opportunities to go to the gas company in the sales department. I passed interview, it was so cool, it's so great. But guess what? I accept even lower salary, but with the higher commission. But because commission wasn't in the contract, it was just verbally promised. When time came to commission, when I closed over like $1.5 million in the deals by end of the year, I never get paid any commission. And that kind of small salary wasn't allowed me to do anything, like anything that was not commission, basic salary, like was so small that I was promising to my wife after New Year I will get big bonus and so on. I was working ass off to make this happen. But in the same time, I was thinking, what else I can do to make money? Like part-time's okay, like private villa server, supervisor on the private events, nightclubs, private some kind of small restaurants. Like time to time, I was working 7:30 to 5:30. I was working in the office, and from 6:30 I already somewhere on the floor, somewhere already serving something like instantly. And after that, by 9:30 finishing, and 11 p.m. I'm already in nightclub. And like so I was sleeping in general like 4 hours max, sometimes 3 hours a day. But 2 times a year I slept only 40 minutes, and it's not funny, guys, to not recommend it. I didn't have any day off during the year. Like it was just like hustling and trying to save, and was looking how I can educate myself. And I found out the book Poor Dad, Rich Dad,
rich dad,
Robert
poor dad.
Kiyosaki. Yes.
Yeah.
And I met him, by the way, in June,
Oh,
in
okay.
Arizona. It was awesome conversation. I'm like super grateful because this guy changed my mentality, and I met him in person like this year. It was insane. But anyway, uh, so I met him, or I read his book, and like, oh my goodness, entrepreneurship and like investments and being like own boss, it's completely different from what I have seen from my father. And I
Mm.
realized if I want to make real income, I have to be my own boss, and I have to work on myself to become an investor, to like grow later on step by step. And like, how can I do that? What kind of solutions out there? And I started Google it and find out August 25th, I believe, or 15th of 25th. I already start forgetting the exact date. Ad in Facebook, which I didn't know that it's ad. I didn't know because I didn't know anything about marketing, anything about the advertising. And I'm like, wow, something related to me. It was cartoon video where the Chinese guy came to United States, didn't speak English, start as a wash disher person. Do you feel this similar stage? Like
Yeah.
as a dishwasher person in the restaurant, didn't speak English. He was handling the stuff. His mom was trying to survive. He was focusing how to help his mom. I like, oh my goodness, it's about me. You know, it was just a good ad, just a good ad. But
Yeah.
I didn't understand that moment. I was thinking that it's like a miracle. So and there was a hook like download the book How to Start Your Business with $100. I like $100 bullshit. I don't believe it. But how to start your own business? Let's study it. And it was about dropshipping e-commerce, PDF
Mm.
ebook, starting from zero, Fred Lam, 185 pages of simple explanation what Facebook ads means, what Shopify platform means, and how to use that for the dropshipping model. And at the end, the hook to buy his course and so on. I was like reading these 185 pages like no tomorrow. In first 2 hours on Friday, that time on UE it was still weekends on Friday. First two
Yeah.
hours on Friday, I was just without standing up from my bed, like read all the pages, like all, I consume everything. And for me, it was like aha moment. I said to myself, I want to do that till end of my life, advertising. I like, no way, is it possible? Is it real? Is it something really happening in our days that I can just take my laptop and like launch the advertising? I was thinking just it's something like big people meeting in other big people like Facebook, Coca-Cola. They like flying to California, making this kind of engagement, shooting the videos, and after that Facebook by themselves launching the campaigns. No, you can just open the Facebook Business Manager and launch everything by yourself, like in matter of click. I like, no freaking way. And long story short, I start studying more and more in YouTube about the e-commerce, about drop shipping. The biggest newbie mistake which I done, and everyone are doing that, is starting from thousands of different people instead of focusing on only one, which has trust behind him, all the results, all the recordings, and you now can trust him and just following his education program. And I was studying just everyone, and obviously nothing was working. I launched my first Shopify store 29th of September. The name of the store, mykittycatzone.com, and there was a cat niche products. And I start like everything what on my part times. I saved. I said to my wife, I'm saving money, all cool, no worries. I start investing in the ads, and I start losing all the savings which I had faster than like but then I could imagine, like super fast. Because I was thinking I will put dollar, I will get back three. But unfortunately, I put thousands of dollars and never get any dollar back, because I was following thousands of people and never understood like what exactly, like what metrics I have to follow. And like I lost everything what I had. My baby is about to deliver. My wife saying you have to take all the savings and come for delivery, and I don't have any more money. In matter of months, I spend everything, and start borrowing cash from my friends, and start taking more and more part-time. So from that moment, 1 year was without day off. Like I got as well the number 5 part-time, which was shooting in Bollywood movies as an actor. So I was being an actor in Bollywood movies, in the Middle East commercials, and all that stuff. And it was actually fun, but like I was always busy. Night time, I'm working with the laptop on my store. During the day, during the evenings, during the night, I'm working on different things. All 2 times almost crashed on the car because like I wasn't sleeping enough. I got to sleep during the driving. My friends were saying to me, I have to sleep, I have to stop it. I like whatever I'm doing, I have to relax, because my face was like yellow. I was so exhausted. My eyes were black. My wife said that you are in some secta. Stop it, or I will divorce on you. I said I don't care. I'm doing that for our family. They nobody was understanding me. But I became obsessed with the results, and the results are not coming. I paid to the guy $300, which is for me it was incredible amount that time. And he ran away. He never promised deliver anything what he promised to me. I heard from my ex-friend like, hey, crypto stuff coming. It was 2017 November when crypto started growing, and I bought on $3,000. I went to the bank, took the loan from the bank. I never had loan in UAE, and now after 5 years living in UAE, without savings but with the loan,
With the
I'm like
loan now.
like I'm putting myself in the rat race even deeper. And like I took
Yeah.
the credit card for $3,000 and put it in crypto, and guess what? In 1 month, this kind of project where I put like website shut down. They scammed people, and it was hard. It was difficult. It was so bad. My wife saying to me, "I will divorce on you." My friend saying to me like, "You're doing mistakes. Stop it." Like, and I don't want to listen to anyone. I know that only 1% of the human are able to succeed. And this is I learned it from different business books in the meantime, which is I was listening in audio, reading when on the free time. I understood one simple thing from the several business books and the stories about the successful people. One common thing: they never, ever, ever accept plan B. They don't have a plan B. They have only plan A, and they never quit, whatever it happened. So I said to myself, I know the success rate only 1% of 100. I will be that 1%. And after that, I said to myself in mind, but verbally saying, "Are you fucking kidding? How you gonna be doing that?" I just was talking to myself in the room, like how
Yeah.
it's not possible. One person, how I can be there? And I like, okay, I'm fine. Why I was having only plan A. First of all, because I got obsessed with the real with the subject, which is advertising and e-commerce. And secondly, the main point, I had a strong why I have to succeed, my son. Because when
Yeah.
my wife came and said she's pregnant, I said, wait, let me go to, I will buy another test just to double check. No worries, sit down. And I went to outside, it was plus 35 degrees in February. I went on the parking, there, walked through the parking, and there was pharmacy next to us in Al Hayel Gate, by the way, we were living that moment.
Mm.
Your first person who I'm sharing that because like, you know where it is, most probably. So Al Hayel Gate, I walked to the pharmacy, I stuck next to the pharmacy and I cannot pass in. I was so scared because I start understanding what's gonna be happen, that I won't be able to handle it. So I just squeezed my arms and said to myself, I will not allow my baby to come to this world in the same financial position as I grow up and as I am right now. I will do whatever it takes to bring him to another life. And I took the test, I came back to her, I said I will handle, and after that all this story happened. And like
Mm.
exactly after 1 year, January, I'm screwed up. Like I have no cash left, I owe money to bank, I owe money to my friends. My wife mad on me, like super always mad, always fighting with me because I don't want to come back to Ukraine, and I feel embarrassed that I have no money to tell her that I don't have cash. She was thinking that I was saving, but I lost everything. And
Mm.
like I stay in like in and this moment, January, I finding out that crypto project screwed me up. And this is as well, guys, and one thing which is most of the people, they stop doing in the first fail. Like they invest $100, it doesn't work, oh my god, I won't be investing more, and they fail and they quitting. That's the most of the people, but majority of the people who moving forward, they are stopping on the some moment. Like in my end, it was a crypto scam, and I now understand that I'm in a deeper shitty situation than I was ever. And I staying like shaking and saying to myself, like, what am I gonna be doing now? Like I have to quit. And I said to myself, it's not possible to quit. If I quit, what will happen? If I lay down on the bed and start crying, how I will be manage my problems tomorrow?
Mm.
There is no solution. But what if I will push myself and continue doing what I'm doing? It's not possible. You don't have any more cash. You cannot put anything in advertising anymore. Like all the part-times after New Year, it was January, after New Year, part-times work like kind of slow down a bit. And like, what you gonna be doing? And like, okay, fine, this is what I done. And now this practice, it's for all salespeople, all managers I'm using now in our team. I said to myself, today I will cancel all the work, I will put my phone in the room and we'll go walk. This practice I just create that moment, brain created for me. I never done that before, I never read about that. I just like decided. I went in the room, I left my phone, I left the key of my car, and just went to walk. And I was walking in Al Barsha for like 2 or 3 hours until 9:30 p.m. And like I went back to the room, and I even don't remember what I was thinking about. I was just walking, I was trying to eliminate myself from anything, from fighting with my wife, from thinking how I will handle my life. Now I was trying just to refresh my brain. And this is what I recommend to do everyone, because my team, when is not delivering what they have to deliver, and I see that they are overwhelmed, I'm saying to them, listen, today you're gonna leave the phone at home, and you have at least couple hours, walk outside, take a rest, and after that get back to work. And guess what, they always providing the results after this exercise every single time, because brain has this kind of overpressure, and you need to relieve this pressure and brain start working again. It's like a reset for your mind. And when I
Yeah.
done that, I went to sleep, I woke up in the morning, and my first words were, let's go. I like, what, let's go? Like nothing changing. You're in deep shit situation. What do you mean, let's go? So, and I said, whatever. And somehow a couple of days I was handling the ads on the minimum spend, like I was trying to find out solution, and I got a call from my friend in a couple of days after. You see, like you never know when something will come. If I would quit, I would not consider this call. But since I was looking for solutions, my friend calling me, do you remember Mark Hagar? There is a guy who was selling $97 mastermind. You're going to be in the Facebook group with him and other people, and he will going to be checking your ads and helping you to understand what to do next step to succeed. And now like $97 is too expensive for me. I cannot afford it a month. And like he said, did you see the news? Like Mark, it was end of January. Mark Hagar just made the discount 50%. It's $47 now. I'm like, $47. I still cannot afford it, but it's 100 dirhams. I have to test it. So I paid for it. First call 29th of January. I jump on the call. He checked my ad account. He said this and this and that you have to do, and you'll see the results. I like, oh, okay. So I just follow what he said. And the thing is that he said the most basic stuff, which is I supposed to know. But because I was focusing on thousands ideas, I lost all my cash because I wasn't focusing on KPIs, on the simple thing, KPIs. What KPIs related to what, and what KPIs are actually related to the results, to the performance. And he pointed out in the first 15 days of working with him, I made $8,000 in my Shopify store. And for me, it
Wow.
was poof.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that for a moment. Like, I mean, in when you started this Shopify account, and because you learned from other people, and then you decided that okay, you're going to start Shopify. What exactly happens there in Shopify? I mean, you opened an account. Tell us about that a little bit, and then tell us like how you lost the money, how you made the money with this guy.
Yeah. So like when I opened account, for me it was hard, for every newbie in the e-commerce world, it was hard to find out the name and the niche. The people are quitting. It's so funny that people even not invest single dollar yet, but when it's coming to like, to find out who is the have entrepreneurship in their mind or no, you can just let them try to start the business. And when the time will come to name the company, or find out the niche, what they're going to be doing, they quitting on this spot because it's the first time they need to make a decision. They need to make something, like take responsibilities. And this is where you can find it out if the person like instantly quitting, he will never be successful business owner, like on the simple name or niche. And this is it's a common mistake of the newbies. And for me it was so I spent almost 1 month from beginning of September till the end of September to find out the niche, to find out the store name and so on. And it was so difficult. And again, I was asking wrong people. And like, long story short, it's the number one pitfall which is people are having and never continue, never even started, because it's like first responsibility need to be taken. But when I name it, when I place it, everything, and start spending my own savings, I was following tens of different guys in YouTube and following their strategies. And I will tell you, there is no one simple strategy. There is hundreds of thousands of different micro strategies, which is everyone just following different criteria of managing their ads. There is completely different ways of managing algorithms in Facebook advertising. And I was consuming thousands of the informations, and placing in one simple ad account. Obviously, I was creating mess. Instead of studying simple thing KPIs like a level of your clicks, add to carts, cost per add to cart, initiated checkout, cost per initiated checkout, purchase, cost per purchase, value of the purchase, your return of the ad spend. Instead of following the criteria, the funnel, which is matter, which is shows you where is the potential product which is will give you results, and where is the actually fail campaign. I was following just he said something, and I was changing the things in the ad account every 15-20 minutes. And like to Facebook, for example, who is in advertising will understand that it need to at least some one or couple of days to leave, especially back in 2017, 18. to leave it and do not touch it for a couple of days and let it go. And every 10 minutes, can you imagine, I'm changing. And it's just spending a couple of dollars or $20, I'm changing. And it's again, I was re-optimizing. And again, so obviously I was just killing with whatever, just not able to start. So it's a newbie mistake, which is everyone are doing. And I don't recommend to do that. First of all, learn the KPIs, find out the mentor. First of all, find out the mentor. This is what helped me that time. And he will teach you KPIs, what's important, what you have to follow, or buy at least course where is there going to be basic information. And that's what's actually worked for me, because basic information from his site shows me that I have a winning product for a while. I have already what's supposed to work, but I didn't let it work. So when I just follow his KPI settings, I organize everything on my back office in the same way how he shows me, and just I understand what kind of decisions I have to make and why. And I just start doing duplications or whatever he was saying to me. After first call, I got a couple of sales. I was like, no way. And from that moment, I was just repeating and generate this kind of 8,000 in 15 days, but lost after that everything. So don't think that I got this success and start making millions. No, now I have proven concept that I will not quit, that these things is making money. It's a money printing machine. I have no clue how, but I will make it work again, but now with the proofs. I remember, $5,000 screenshot of the dashboard of Shopify to my wife, and my wife asking me, what is that? You see, I was telling you, this is why I'm working so hard. This is 5,000. She said, how much from that amount will you bring home? I said, no, I won't bring anything. Now I have to reinvest, because again, I was reading a lot of business books. I knew already that, and plus e-commerce as well. I knew already that you had to reinvest, grow until the profitability will be good enough to start take it off. But first of all about reinvestment, and put it even extra when it's needed. And when I said that to her, and she has not entrepreneurial mindset, she don't know the rules of the business. She just average person, which is I cannot judge her on it. It's fine, because I was the same. And she starts screaming on me like, what are you doing? Stop it. Anyway, I lost everything what I earned that moment, and start again and again. Until summer, I was doing some kind of testings, create another store with the watches, with some men niche. And by summer, I got again my old first product, winner product in life, and was making maybe 1K a month, up to 1K a week. And moved to Ukraine, because I already start at least making a couple of hundreds here and there. Plus, I understand the Facebook ads and start getting people for the lead generation, gym in the financial center. In Al Barsha, I was walking through every single restaurant, small restaurant, and offering them advertising. Every single. And I closed a couple of people for lead generation for their business. And I understood, okay, now I am making $500-700 a month on this kind of stuff. I can survive in Ukraine for some time and focusing on my e-commerce business, and already making from e-com couple of hundreds, which is okay, fine. And I moved to Ukraine, and from the same mastermind, one of my friends from Facebook Messenger texted to me, hey bro, one agency screwed me up, can we get a call, because I see that you get some results. What's the thing? I was sharing all the success and fails in Facebook. During all that journey, I was sharing that I'm not sleeping how many days, I'm not having off how many days, what I'm doing, why I'm failing. And all the time I share more fails than success, because there was no success. And people were engaged with me. People were adding me to friends. Oh my God, thank you so much. I understand you. And when people were about to quit, I was texting them, don't quit. I was motivating them in the Facebook groups related to e-commerce. When I became educated on the ads, I start giving them points. I giving them feedbacks. I giving them education. And people start reaching out to me. Can you help me? Can you teach me? I said, come on, guys. What can I teach you? I said, I'm barely doing some. No, but you're doing better than me. And I start helping the guys and some during the summer for free, just to see if it, and it's working. It's replicatable. What's working for me, it's working for them. And like, whoa, this is where mentorship started slowly. Like I was helping for free, but in the
Mm.
autumn I got like super expensive course for $7,000, which I wasn't able to pay. But I like, because when you're hustling, you're able to negotiate the best possible way of split payments of whatever it is, discounts. And I finally done it, and I got this course, but I didn't have enough cash to test the high-end strategies. And like, this guy came to me and said, okay, let's jump on the call. I see that you're like helping people and so on. And his name is Mas, really great friend of mine. He became my brother. He was in Minnesota, United States. And he said, you see, my one agency just scaled my store to 300K, and screwed me up with the supplier, with everything. And now I'm like in deep problems, like in lost and so on. Can you help me to handle those ads? I said, listen, let's do this. I will test it out my ad strategy, because I had a course. I told him through that I'm like passing through the course. It could work out for you. And like, you in the meantime going to be handling the store, because I hate to handle store. My English is not native. So I need to make sure that someone is going to be handling properly that customer service and so on. And he said, oh, okay, 80-20. For me, 20 for my ads management, for him, 80. I launched it October 2018, first $50,000 in my life, ever. Like, whoa. And he like impressed, like, let's move on. November, 150,000, December, 150 plus. And like, after January, he's saying, let's do 50-50 partnership. We opened the company, we became 50-50 ownership in the company. And like, we start scaling, we get more courses, more masterminds, more. And like, 2019 March, we made our first 250K in 3 weeks. And like, a lot of pitfalls were happening during the journey, but we were just keep pushing,
Yeah.
handling problem, and we, by August 2019, I achieved my first 1 mil in one store. And then like, students became enrolled, and we made over a couple of millions for the students. And 2020, I moved to the agency side, and we made so far 22 millions as an agency for our clients on the e-commerce side, for the brands and the dropshipping space. And the dropshipping stores, in the biggest case, it's 6.5 millions in 2 years. And yeah, we got this kind of plugs and all that stuff. It's fancy, it's cool, but there is so much pain behind it, and so much
Yeah.
hustle behind it. And what I want to say, this summary of my long story of my beginning, sorry for that, is that find out your why, and never
Yeah.
have plan B. Never ever have plan B. One quote in our company, in our agency, GSM Growth Agency, is that we can manage. Before, when we had the problems at the beginning, I was running left and right, corner to corner in the room, and panicking. What we're gonna be doing? I never thought about quit. That's the thing which is I catch my mind. There was never thoughts about quitting, never, because I catch something golden, and I'll keep that till the end. And there was problems which is not able to manage, completely not able to manage. But I was just at the beginning was running, cannot handle my stress. My mentor
Mm.
teach me that you have to, like, what you have to do to deal with the stress, how you have. And finally, by 2021 January, I woke up 4th of January 2021. I understood finally what 1 year of mentorship my mentor was saying to me about how I have to handle the stress. I just calmed down, and from that moment, whatever problems we had, I was super calm and saying to all my team and to myself, we'll manage. So this is what you have to put yourself. Do not be stressful in the hard, difficult situation. Be calm and think how to manage. Even there is no manageable solutions. Believe me, there is almost never manageable solutions, but almost not. But always you'll find out the solution. So
Mm.
just if you're gonna be searching for it, it's always there. We need just like,
Absolutely.
if there is no solution, there is like different direction which we will go, and like move with that, and this will leave behind. So we
Yeah.
can manage. This is our quote in the company.
We can manage. That's brilliant. I think it is right. Like if you stay calm and somehow you'll find a way and you'll figure out something. Anatoly, I want to, there are two things that I want to touch upon and I want you to, tell us about. Like this is, first of all, your company. So now GSM is currently, what's the business model of GSM today and what does the company do exactly? How do you help the community out there?
Yeah, sure. So basically, our main duties, what we are doing as for today, it's the managing Shopify brands for Shopify brand owners by building the advertising ecosystem for their brands. So we basically creating the ecosystem of the Facebook, TikTok, Snapchat, Google, and email SMS marketing advertising platforms, like one by one implementing them, which is allowed us to be under the control in case if Facebook will stop delivering and will start like losing performance there. We have another platforms which are covering the same opposite. If TikTok will start losing money or like losing the algorithms, we have other platforms which are
Then
covering.
you
So we
manage.
basically building the advertising ecosystem, which has allowed us to build the consistent growth and profitable business for our clients who are the Shopify brand owners, because we are focusing exactly on the Shopify platform. This is our decision to be narrowed down into the one platform. And we managing as well dropshipping stores done for you, but not much anymore, because more and more brands coming to us and like more and more we are getting busy with that, and that is more attractive in terms of income, in terms of like profit shares and so on, because obviously we are charging the profit share, which is means like when someone is becoming more profitable, bigger revenue because of us, we are getting cut, and which is means like they are winning, we are winning, and this model like working for the company, because media buyers as well, not just on the salary, media buyers are working on the percentage of delivering. So they want to deliver more, they want to deliver higher profitability, because they will get cut from that profitability. So I
Mm.
create all this win-win structure in the company between the clients, between the team and me, which has allowed us just like, I would say, every team member. We are right now 31 team member in the company. Every team member, actually it's already more, by the way, it's already 34, because recently we hired a couple of media buyers. So like everyone working for themselves in the company. I built kind of micro entrepreneurs in the team, and trying to treat them as best as possible as a leader, being a good leader for them, to make sure that they go as well. Another thing which I'm saying to my team: use the company as a tool to make money for yourself and achieve your own goals. How? They have percentage, they know what they're capable on, they know what actually income can be if they will deliver. So, and everyone just like interested on deliver, on achieve their own goals, own results. And this is like, as for me, I believe the best business structure which is could help people be motivated and do not quit on the work on the company, especially all of us on remote for 3.5 years, almost 4 years will be in March. Like
Mm.
we are working on remote, and everyone just like focusing on their own performance, which is generating whole performance for the company. Obviously, without the great managers, which is my guys who will like grow together in the company, without them it won't be possible. So good management, great team, and I believe strong leadership. I want to be a strong leader. I know that a lot of things from my end which is still has to be stronger and better, but I'm just trying as well from my end to be a good leader to push this ship to the right direction into the ocean.
With the kind of experiences that you've had, right? Like right from the beginning, the hustles, the struggles, and then the success that you've seen, and then the growth that you've seen, and now that you're helping other people, what would be your advice for people who are just getting started in their entrepreneurship journey? The- You know, people who just like to get some, uh, let's say they're working somewhere and they want to get become entrepreneurs. What's your advice for them?
So first of all, what I'm saying now in the recent time more and more to all the people who are about to start or thinking to start, I just give a couple examples like where people are quitting from the beginning, which is like it's already great for you to understand if you have to like move forward or just like don't waste your energy and time. Better like being entrepreneur or working, nothing bad to work on someone else. Believe me, by being entrepreneur is super ugly stuff. You're always taking risks. You always feel stress. Not always, but quite often. You are has to be in charge of everything, and you are responsible for all the fails, not just success. And fails are much more often happening. So, and if you're not good with that, if you're not okay handling that, it's fine. Nobody would say that you are like weak or whatever, because there are top CEOs in the companies, top managers in the companies who never been entrepreneurs, but they are really great managers. So maybe you can go to the direction of working on someone for someone else and grow in the right company with the right leader and great and build for yourself super wealthy future and become an investor in the future together with even leader together, like, or by your own invest in real estate, crypto, whatever, but like working on someone else to create the capital. It's possible. You just need to work as off to show who you are and prove your value and prove that you are capable to deliver the results. But still, if you want to be entrepreneur and you think it is something what you are doing, hustling during the life, and what you just listen, it's something related to you, one thing there, like don't place for yourself plan B. And if your goal, I just want to make a lot of cash, or I just want to build income for me, passive income and all that stuff, like it's the worst thing to start the business as an entrepreneur, because you will quit quite fast. For being an entrepreneur, you're supposed to have a goal in life, your why. In my end, my why was son, and it's still staying my son. Now he's growing. Now I want to be a father of two people, kids, maybe three, and I need to. I understand that I'm responsible for other people's lives, and I don't have plan B. I have only did that. I have to focus and deliver results for them. And first of all, now I start delivering results for me to show myself, to prove myself what I can and what I can achieve and make the difference in this life, in this world. Because if I, the guy from Ukraine, without any chances in life to be where I am today, were able to switch his life upside down and plus generated high paid income for his childhood friends, because in my team now, three of my childhood friends working with me and make it 5 figures income, because I one day my wife become pregnant, because one day it's my fucked up, not fucked, I mean fucked up in life happen with the biggest happiest moment in the human being lives, that we become pregnant, but I wasn't able to manage. It was so badly bad, because I done the one decision. I changed the several lives of my clients, of my team members, of my childhood friends, and then bring the value to this world. And I want to see what I'm actually capable now to bring on the table. And we creating like real estate businesses now. We creating AI automated tools for the e-commerce. We like managing, like creating horizontal businesses right now, and we have already holding company which has separate companies, and this is where we're moving now. I see I have a goal. You must have a goal in your life, because if your goal just the cash, you will quit. I never had in my life goal cash. I know that I was broke. For me, whatever it takes, just get paid. But always for me was, I have to find out what I'm gonna be doing so good that I will not never think about the finances anymore in my life. Because if you deliver the value, the income will come by itself. The wealth will build by itself. Because people who are delivering value always gonna be high paid people on the earth. And this is what you have to think about. If you're only thinking about the cash, you'll quit. If you have a bigger goal in your life, and don't be scared to be selfish. Think about yourself, think about your family, not like I want to help the African country to deliver the water. Awesome. So don't speak about that. Deliver the water. Okay, so it's in the future, you can do that. So now you have to work as of to create these possibilities to deliver the water to Africa. So you should be selfish at the beginning about what's your real why you want to change your life, and then deliver value to the some dreams which you had when you were poor, like deliver water to Africa, help people in the war, or whatever. It's up to you. But the thing is, first of all, think what your biggest why, and it's supposed to be something related to you or your family or whatever it is in your surrounding, because only that's why will be strong enough to not let you quit, and you're going to be handling, like, if I can, believe me, you can do even better.
Yeah, I think that's a very, very important lesson that you've said there. I mean, build yourself first and then go out and help others, and then have start with your why, your own personal why. And what a you know uh, wonderful journey, Anatoly. I mean, you've come up the hard way. You've learned things on your own. You've struggled, and you've successful here. One final question as we conclude here. How was your experience being on the Be Your Own Boss podcast?
Oh, I enjoyed a lot, and like we were really trying to have this podcast like for a while, and I'm happy that it's made it happen. And seriously, guys and girls, like I hope that you're listening all other podcasts of Sachin, because he is delivering like good speakers. Like I believe, like my stories, like people are sharing who are going to be pointing out to you what you're capable of, and what you have to do in life, and what's actually supposed to be the real focus. So this podcast is delivering just a big valuable information to all the listeners. So Sachin, you're doing the great job. Thank you.
Thank you, Anatoly. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that was Anatoly Labinskiy, the founder of GSM Growth Agency, and you've been watching and listening to Be Your Own Boss.